12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing.
In society, there are crazy maniacs who prey on youngsters. Just like this moment, a pastor was caught with a boy he manipulated.
Yeah, I was sucking him.
Okay. All right.
To this shocking moment, a crazy man kidnapped a girl in broad daylight.
Open the basket door! Open the basket door! Hello. It's okay. It's clear. It's okay.
When you thought you've seen it all, here's a maniac who refuses to leave a girl he met online alone.
She is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses.
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
Here are shocking moments when shameless people are caught in the act. On a serene suburban street in Louisville, a harrowing abduction unfolded. 6-year-old Jane Doe was innocently coloring on her grandparents' driveway when a neighbor witnessed her being snatched by a stranger. This alarming event triggered an immediate response, with law enforcement officers flooding the area in search of the suspect's red Challenger. Fortunately, the efforts of the officers paid off when they stopped a 40-year-old man, Robbie Wilt, and discovered the terrified little girl inside his car.
Keep walking back. Keep walking back. Get on your knees. Get on your knees. Stay right there.
Open the passenger door!
It's just her.
On the ground. Open the passenger door! Driver or passenger? You got a little girl in the front seat. Little girl in the front seat. Hello. It's okay. It's clear. It's okay. Where? Pull up in the middle. Make sure she's okay first. I think this is. If he just pulled up, and I think they were looking for her.
The interaction with Wilt revealed chilling details as the child recounted how he had lured her with the promise of showing her a puppy. Despite her initial confusion, she was unharmed physically, but undoubtedly traumatized by the ordeal.
I don't know my family.
They're coming. We know they are. Your daddy's coming, okay? Okay, he's coming.
Daddy.
He's coming, okay? Is dad coming?
He didn't take me. He just said he's gonna give me his
Okay.
No, he didn't do anything wrong.
He said he was gonna show you a puppy?
Yeah, he's my mom's friend, I think. He said he knows my mom.
He said he knows your mom?
Yeah, 4.
No, it's just real quick. Apologize to her after her.
Do we have anybody on scene with the parents or the grandparents?
Listen to me.
At the original?
The swift resolution of the case showcased the effectiveness of law enforcement's response and the importance of community vigilance in such situations. Subsequently, the police entrusted the girl to her grandfather when he arrived at the scene.
You want to take her, Refi, and just come check her out? Yeah, so you okay?
He said he's gonna show me a puppy. My mom's friend.
Wilt was promptly arrested and charged with abduction, kidnapping, and endangerment of a minor. Wilt recently accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to 13 years in prison. The most shocking part of the story is this pastor who, without any shame, was caught in the act. On July 14, 2022, officers in Palm Coast, Florida, responded to a noise complaint and discovered a 48-year-old ex-church leader, Alfonso Joseph, with a 16-year-old boy in the backseat of a car. Upon arrival, the officers observed both individuals hurriedly pulling up their pants, raising immediate suspicion.
How's it going, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Stepping out of here for me? Shut the door for me. You have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No, sir.
You got ID on you? You have your ID on you?
No.
You don't have any ID on you?
No, I don't.
It's alright, sir. I'll get your name. Step over here. Go to my car right there.
Okay.
Step over there. Just stand right there. Lean on the car for me. Put your hands on the car.
Officer interactions with Joseph quickly revealed inconsistencies in his story. When questioned, Joseph appeared visibly nervous and began offering explanations.
What's your name?
Alfonso.
Alfonso. So, who's this guy?
A friend of mine.
Okay, how old is he?
18.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
No.
You don't have any kind of identification?
No.
Where's he live?
In the L section.
What are you guys doing out here?
We was just chilling, that's all.
Just chilling.
It was getting hot in the car, so I just took my shirt off.
Well, when I walked up, you were putting your shorts on.
No, my shorts, because a lot of times when my shorts, they get kind of stuck. So I was like trying to fix them.
Okay.
Because when you sit in the car, it get wet. Sometimes give you a wedge.
Okay.
Joseph's explanation is filled with lies. He claimed they were chilling and blamed the heat for removing his shirt, clearly a cover for inappropriate behavior. His excuse about adjusting his shorts due to sweating is just a flimsy attempt to justify his actions. His claim of being unaware of no trespassing signs is dubious, and his excuses are feeble attempts to evade responsibility. But the cop is smart enough to know he's lying and will set him up with his own words.
So, will you see how it looks? I come up, and you two are in the back seat.
Right. Because the front seat, the front seat is like far away from me. So I was like, just talking, communicating, trying to get to know him, and that was it.
But you see how it looks to me?
I got you.
You guys are in the back.
I got you.
Doing something. As soon as we turned our lights on, you started moving around real fast.
Yeah, because it's a secluded place, and we wasn't expecting. And I understand.
And there's not supposed to be anybody back here.
Oh no?
No, there's a no trespassing sign over by the entrance over there.
Wow.
How long you been up here?
How long I've been out here? Maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
Joseph's account quickly raised red flags for the officers. He claimed to have met the boy in Walmart a few days earlier and that they were simply getting to know each other. However, upon further questioning, his story began to falter.
So who is he to you?
Just a friend.
Where'd you meet him?
I met him a couple days ago, and then we wanted to meet up just to get to know him, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing crazy,
Nothing crazy? So you met him online, you said?
No, well, not online. I met him, we was in Walmart one day, and then...
So you guys just met up in Walmart? How'd you guys just like face to face?
When I met him online in Walmart, then he texted me online.
So how did he get your number?
Oh.
He said he texted you. You guys met in Walmart, and then he started texting you a lot.
Yes, online.
Okay, so so you guys were just both shopping at Walmart, and then you guys started talking in Walmart when you guys saw each other?
Right.
Okay.
I asked him a few questions. He was like, go to this place, and he was like, tell me where he came from, and I was telling him where I came from, and then that was it.
You guys exchanged phone numbers at that point? And okay. And then so what'd you do? Pick him up from his house?
Yeah,
or?
I picked him up from his house. Because I work late, so I said, well, maybe just come and talk over here.
Okay. Okay.
And I didn't know it was a no trespassing sign. I knew it used to be a golf course.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was a no trespassing sign, because other than that, I wouldn't have been over here.
Yeah.
The boy, when interviewed separately, provided a different version of events. He revealed that they had actually met on Tinder that very night, contradicting Joseph's earlier statements. This discrepancy, combined with the circumstances of their discovery, led officers to suspect illegal activity. Confronted with the inconsistencies, Joseph finally admitted to his disturbing act.
Before you guys had your pants down, you don't have to lie. I kind of figure what's going on.
I didn't have my pants down, though.
So he did.
He had his pants down? Oh, wow.
So you're not gonna tell me what's going on? No.
That was.
If that's what you guys are doing, that's what you guys are going to do.
Right.
At some point.
Right.
It is what it is.
Right.
He would do it all the time, but you don't need to lie.
Okay. Yeah, I was sucking him.
Okay. All right. Was he with anybody at Walmart when you met him, or was he by himself?
He was by himself. He wasn't.
Alfonso Joseph's actions are not only shocking and humiliating, but also deeply insulting to his church community. His conduct is a stark betrayal of the values he purportedly preached, revealing a hypocritical facade that conceals sinister deeds. By engaging in such reprehensible behavior, he not only tarnishes his own reputation, but also undermines the trust and faith of those who looked up to him. This serves as a powerful reminder that appearances can be deceiving and that true character is revealed by one's actions, especially when they contradict their professed beliefs. And the boy's admission of meeting Joseph online, the officers, citing the boy's age and the nature of their meeting, decided to arrest Joseph.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and turn around, hands behind your back. Yeah, got some big wrists.
Anything you want to know?
Yeah.
Over here, the right side of my car.
What's in here that's yours?
On my slide.
Have a seat in there.
Now, is there anything in the car we need to worry about?
No.
Okay. Sit tight.
You want to fill out a statement for us? What happened tonight? Yeah. Am I being detained?
At this time, yes.
Realizing the severity of the situation, he was charged with lewd or lascivious battery. Despite his initial denial and attempts to downplay the circumstances, Joseph eventually pleaded guilty to the charges. The court sentenced him to 5 years in prison, followed by 10 years of sex offender probation, underscoring the serious consequences of his actions. Talking about shameless people, here's a man who tried to kidnap a girl he met online. On July 8, 2022, law enforcement responded to a report concerning a suspicious individual loitering in a neighborhood. The suspect, identified as Timothy Nielsen, had been pursuing a 12-year-old girl whom he encountered on her YouTube channel. After leaving inappropriate comments, the girl's parents removed the channel. Despite this, Nielsen persisted in contacting the girl through various social media platforms over the years, eventually attempting to locate her physically. Upon police arrival, Nielsen was found soliciting door-to-door in an attempt to find the girl.
So why are you going door to door if you're trying to meet some girl from the internet for a date?
I've been after her for 5 years and I haven't heard nothing from her.
Why?
He's been harassing my 12-year-old daughter online.
That's not what she is?
Yeah.
All right, hey, stop talking to him. All right, step down here on the street, get off this property. All right, I'll be with you in a second, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Conversation.
Forbid them not.
Hey,
Forbid them not.
she is 12 years old. That is her parent. He will forbid whatever he chooses. Am I clear on that?
12 is very old. I was looking for a 6-year-old.
All right, that's disturbing. Yeah, well, going door to door isn't going to find
What
her.
am I going to do? Sit out here wait for them to pull out of the driveway?
Yeah, we got several complaints about you coming up, knocking on people's doors, soliciting.
That's not right, man.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm
No, I'm
not just driving
saying that
around.
didn't happen. I'm just saying if I could get a yes or no answer for her, I would leave.
When questioned by officers, he expressed a persistent desire to establish contact with her, regardless of her age. Despite being informed of the legal implications and the girl's young age, Nielsen remained steadfast in his pursuit, citing religious justifications and asserting his right to pursue the girl.
You know what? Holy and profane, I'm holy. And so is my church, the Church of I Am Christ.
All right, what's your first name?
My name is As Little Children.
As Little Children?
That is my full name.
So your first name is As?
My first name is As.
Okay, is it A-Z-Z?
As in, become as little children, or you will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
All right,
That's
not making any sense whatsoever.
Kingdom of
So
heaven.
what is your government?
Whatever you think is paying you,
back up.
whoever you think is paying you, I can pay you more.
Well, you're not paying me
I can
anything.
pay you
I'm
more.
a city employee.
If it's money, that's
what
fine.
is
if
your...
it's for diligency,
Sir.
I'm here for my
Sir.
woman. And if she does not want me,
Okay.
I will leave right now forever.
Well, the father has said that you are not wanted, so you should leave forever.
Forbid them not. Forbid them not.
Well, that's not your place to say that you're not welcome here.
The parents of the girl expressed deep concern for their daughter's safety, having been harassed by Nielsen for an extended period. Their fear was compounded by previous involvement with the FBI regarding Nielsen's behavior.
Forsake your wives. Forsake children. Do not forsake little children. I'm little children. And if you're an officer of the law, that's it. If you will die for Jesus,
Nielsen.
if you will die for Jesus, die for Jesus right now. If you want to have me taken in underneath the law, go ahead, because you want to fight for that badge right now, go ahead. I am the one Church of Christ who is Muslim and Christian, and we have the living God who has never died.
Okay.
And if you want to be on
14 headquarters. So what's your long-term plan? So we put to bed this whole I'm looking for this girl I met on the internet. It's against the law. You can't have a relationship with a 12-year-old. So the father forbid it. You're not welcome on this property. So what is your long-term goal here, sir?
not in a business. Not in a business, that's for sure.
Okay.
Right
But
now.
Timothy, listen. So apparently, according to dispatch, we've been dealing with you in this capacity for a couple weeks
I
now.
will leave forever if that's what's in her heart that says that I do not want this guy. I will leave forever, and that 5 years has been one girl has been a long time.
So would you agree with me that at 12 years old she's not?
I do not agree.
Okay. So I'm telling you that you're not to have any type of relationship.
Okay, as little children, right?
Okay.
She's gonna be old one day and die.
So?
Because I will live forever.
Okay. So are you making threats to harm yourself?
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
Because you just said I'll kill myself.
Without her, I will die one day.
Well, we're all going to die one day.
Right. And I hope my day is soon.
Despite law enforcement intervention, Nielsen's behavior persisted, leading to his arrest on charges of menacing by stalking and impertinence.
Do you believe it came from her?
I talked to her. I talked to her specifically.
Do you believe it came from her? She wasn't under distress at all?
Well, no, she's not under duress.
How do you know?
Because I was in the house.
How do you know she's not under duress right now?
Okay.
How do you know she's not under duress? Huh?
Put your hands on your back. Put your hands by here. We're not gonna have you acting up like this.
Following his arrest, Nielsen was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison with an additional 5 years of post-release control. Furthermore, he was required to register as a Tier 1 sex offender. Subscribe and share this video. If you like this video, you'll love the next one. Click to watch now.